I did not like this movie. Hopefully the second one is better, but I doubt it. It's just so gross, and it's just, terrible. They have a scene when he first transforms into a werewolf is when he's taking a piss. So we get to see his penis, and then we get to see his wolf penis. It's gross. Why was that needed? And then they have like shapeshifters in this movie, which I get it's a fictional movie. Werewolves obviously aren't real. But to a degree, if you're gonna do a fictional movie, you can't make it super ridiculous. Like shapeshifters? That's just crazy. They don't even really explain them either. Like, how are they living so long? Do they just turn into the other person that they're shapeshifting as, and then let that person age, and then shapeshift into another person, and then let that person age? It doesn't make sense. And then there's a sex scene where the werewolf sleeps with someone. And then there's this guy, Willie, who's like the town clown. He always calls in fake police reports like, oh, there's this Satanist. And then it's like a vaguely Satanist, like, oh, it's a heavy metal band. But he turns out to be one of the shapeshifters, and he betrays the main wolf guy or whatever that I already forgot the name of, and I watched this movie last night. And they're supposed to be like friends or something. He ends up getting killed by Tina, the other cop. She shoots him after he says nothing personal or blah blah blah. And then the mayor gets killed, and then surprise surprise, the other mayor is a part of this whole thing. Like, did they really expect us not to think that in a small town when there's only two people running for mayor, that the mayor isn't going to have something to do with the other person running for mayor dying? Very stupid. It is such a bad movie. I did not like anything about it. The werewolf costume isn't the greatest. It looks more like, an older movie werewolf. Gross. They were really proud of that wolf penis. It's just, not a very good movie. Some of the effects are cool, but really wasn't the greatest. Wow, there's books about it. But no joke, this movie ends with them promoting that they're gonna make a second movie. It ends going say wolfcop 2 coming in 2015. That's literally how the movie ends. Promoting that they're immediately making a sequel. They clearly thought this movie was gonna be a hit. But it really sucks. There just isn't much to it. Cop is bad at his job, he drinks a lot, and then he turns into a werewolf, and he's the exact same thing. And I've always thought that horror comedies are probably one of the worst genres because they never do it right. There's either not enough horror or too much comedy, or both. And this movie didn't even really feel like a horror comedy. There were jokes here and there, but I didn't even really see horror. Of course, there was gore, but that can happen in drama, movie, thrillers, anything. It just really wasn't that good of a movie. I really don't see why it was made. And the plot is very generic. It's just a cop that's not good at his job, and he gets bit by a werewolf, and he's still bad at his job, just now he's a werewolf. They also have like very corny jokes throughout the movie, like there's these bank robbers that are pig themed, Which, don't you get it? There was that one childhood thing about, the three little pigs. And then there's a joke where they ask who he is. And he goes, I'm the fuzz. Yeah. I would not recommend this movie at all. Hopefully the sequel is better, but since, it was immediately made after this movie, I doubt it's any better.